So it's finally that time of the year where I revisit Star Wars Battlefront 2 and try to remember how to play the game. I genuinely believe that the game's mechanics are a lot better than I remember them being. Maybe this has something to do with the fact that I find myself watching more tutorials on better start cards and lightsaber techniques that require a little know-how on how to perform. But realistically, techniques like parrying should be something the game should teach their player base. But given that it is known to be a glitch and it was never patched, I actually find that to be even better, that a game that has taken its time to polish has developed a somewhat balance to overblocking and overspamming lightsaber attacks on its very own. I guess my bias towards games like these definitely stem from Smash due to the fact that it's a game meant for a more casual player base. But if research is done, you find out and appreciate the intricacy to a seemingly simple to play fighting platformer that can also be a more skill-based strategy game. Now, I'm very aware that this game's life cycle is way overdue, and the player base is already max level for the most part, but I genuinely believe that if we're going to receive a Battlefront 3, that would most likely be through DICE and EA, since they already hold the prior game assets and a formula that, with obviously a bit of tweaking, could make for an even better, probably still not so balanced, but at least better third-person shooter experience. Now, I know you might be thinking that I'm kissing ass to DICE and EA, but realistically, I understand that people think that there is a lot of hope for another game company to take up the project, considering that their 10-year exclusivity deal has been expired since, I believe, the beginning of this year. But it's just such a massive project for a company to even justify taking it, let alone getting an approval from Disney. You know, there are prior game assets in the Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 releases, and those game assets belong to EA and DICE. And if another company comes in and, you know, they could do a whole overhaul, and it could be, dare I say, an even better overhaul than a better game than, you know, EA and DICE, but realistically, I don't know how that's going to turn out. You know, like, I understand that Star Wars Battlefront 2 didn't have a very great launch, but now it's become like a beloved game. You go through YouTube and people are replaying the game now in 2023 and talking about how beautiful the graphics are, how much fun they're having just going back to revisit it. And it does suck that, you know, at this point in its life cycle, it's pretty much a dead game. You can barely find a lobby in Supremacy, Assault, and Heroes vs. Villains, which is pretty straightforward, a 4v4. But I think a big part in that is because the game isn't crossplay. Now, talking about that, these are ideas that I would really like to see in a Battlefront 3. Obviously, more characters. I too have a prequel bias, so I'd love to see more prequel characters, more maps. I would love to see Coruscant as a map. I think that it would be really cool bringing it back, just like it was in the Battlefront 2 PS2 version, you know? I'd love to be Anakin marching in with the 501st to the Jedi Temple as well. So, you know, those are all concepts and ideas that I'm sure a lot of fans are expecting to see in the new game. Yeah, you know, those were my thoughts on the state of Battlefront 2 as it is, and where I hope to see Battlefront 3 goes. Enjoy the rest of this gameplay and have a good one.
We've got superior forces and a Jedi. What have you got?
I'm a Jedi, like my father.
No, 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 no.
I'm dead. I'm alive. I'm watching TV. I'm I'm looking at you. Fuck you.